this thing out. You know, the Dutch are known for their love of the sea, but now they're starting to make their mark on the roads as well with this souped-up thing called the Donkervoort. The assembly plant's not far from here where they make this little speed demon of a car. It's taken on some of the best in the world, and it has left those ones in the dust. So buckle up like I have, because I'm about to put the pedal to the metal. Yeah! Oh! It looks like a go-kart on steroids. And it drives like one, too. The Donkervoort holds the prestigious title of the fastest street car in all of Europe, having broken speed records in both 2004 and 2005. There is no ride like it. Sees Kloof can testify to that. He racks up 25,000 kilometers a year in his Donkervoort.
Very fast, I think. And you feel everything. You hear the engine coming up, gearbox, the whole feeling of the car. When it's accelerating up to the 100 kilometers, it's exciting.
Exciting with unparalleled pickup. You see, the Donkervoort accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers in just 3.6 seconds. And back down to 0 in only 2.4 seconds. That's what 270 horsepower will do for you.
The power is so much that you need to be always alert when you're driving with it, because the acceleration is so fast. So you must always be careful and looking around what's happening.
This is stripped-down, high-performance driving at its finest. And once you're strapped in, there's really not a lot separating you from the road.
Well, what we tried to create was a car that's pure about driving pleasure and not so much about computer corrections that change the way the road feels or how the car handles. Because this is such a lightweight car, we didn't need all these things.
When targeting the ideal Donkervoort customer, less is actually more. That's what Joop Donkervoort had in mind when he started designing his first sports car back in the 1960s.
It is a customer who likes to drive, who doesn't like all these modern electronic, hydraulic, assistant things. But it's more back to basics. He likes to drive as safe, as quick, as fast as possible.
Driving one of these cars is very tricky, especially in the Netherlands, where rain is pretty much guaranteed. Some Donkervoort owners like to spend time at the track, getting a feel for the car on slick surfaces. No ABS brakes, and rear-wheel drive means keeping control can be a real challenge. The Donkervoort is very responsive, though, thanks largely to its extremely low weight and its very powerful Audi 1.8-liter engine.
Of course, you can buy a car with 1 or 2 or 3 tons even, but it's much more fun to drive a car which weighs only 600 kilos. That means you are using your engine performance in a much more spectacular way.
For a car that is so light and fast, safety becomes paramount, and that's where the chassis comes in. It's made of normal laser-cut steel, and it's very stiff. These tubes are less than 1 millimeter thick. And the chassis is a remarkably light 54 kilograms.
Well, what you see here are triangles, and that makes it very stiff. Here you see one, here you see a big one, here you see one. And the triangle makes it very stiff, very rigid.
Now, you won't find an automated assembly line here. You see, this is a back-to-basics operation, and the emphasis is placed on craftsmanship. Body panels are built one at a time. And the lightweight aluminum panels are handmade with special hammers to fit around the tubular space frame.
It's completely handmade, so all the curves and all the bends are made by hand. So if you look very closely to all the cars, you see very specific details that show that the car is made by hand by someone that was very dedicated to do this. It makes it very, very special.
They assemble 50 cars a year in this very intimate environment. People grow attached to their Donkervoort as it's being built.
I think it's comparable to being pregnant, maybe. You feel it grow, you feel it kick, you feel it move. And it's the same with the car. Our clients are very emotionally involved in the building process. So they come here to the factory, they want to see what we're doing with the car, they want to see who is building the car, they want to see what the company is like. And they come here all the time just to drink coffee and to see their car grow. And that's something very special. And for most of our clients, I think I can say that it's more art than that it's just a normal car.
After 30 years in the business, they are branching out with a new enclosed model, the GT Sport.
It's a very sarcastic car. It has these really squinty, like really small eyes, and it has a small smile, like it's trying to, it's trying to get you. The biggest change, of course, is the roof, the shape, and the front of the car, because the front of the car really gives it character. So it has a lot more emotion, a lot more aggression in the front. It's like an animal, like a cheetah or something. Yeah, that's what the car is about.
But once it's out in the road, nothing is going to catch the Donkervoort.